guys, this is Zoshi and thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is going to be the first try at the Harry Potter meditation deck, which is under this one, so we don't have time to cheat and stuff like that, but hopefully it's going to be useful. I mean, I have high hopes for this deck in this context, and if it doesn't work, then that would kind of suck. But today we have a lovely spring day here, so hopefully the weather over where you live is exactly how you like it, because that can change, and that can help with our mood a lot. So let's first check. So I pulled a card to see what our main question or area could be, where we can focus on doing something for our well-being. And this one is from the values and beliefs section of the deck. I trimmed the deck because it was just too big. Right now it's a regular sized oracle deck. So this is the values and belief systems. And it says, Draco Malfoy is part of an ancient and privileged wizarding family whose belief in the superiority, that was a hard word, of pure-blood wizards is matched only by their devotion to the dark arts and Lord Voldemort. Draco internalizes this point of view wholeheartedly, growing from a spoiled child into a cruel and arrogant teenager. It is not until Draco is how you say it in Hungarian. So I'm gonna probably switch back and forth. Draco becomes a Death Eater and is given a horrifying test by Voldemort that he begins to question his upbringing. Have you ever had to question any of your beliefs? If so, what prompted you to begin to change your mind? Which is a very loaded question if you think about it, because I think most of us had to growing up. Even if you grew up with the best family, everyone has the best intention and nothing like Draco had. After a while you realize that everything that's going on in the world, in our society, is not aligned with your values, because that's just not, I mean, if it does, then you're not here watching this reading. So for this week we can work on identifying beliefs that were challenging for us, but we managed to do something about it, because I think acknowledging that and finding the reasons why we changed our belief system is a good thing, because it can cement our identity a bit more, or if needed, we can change something about what we think, which isn't a necessarily easy thing, because if we're in an environment that just pushes those beliefs on us, even if we don't agree with them, that makes it hard to change things around. And it can be a big thing, because we're talking about values and beliefs, so I'm thinking about bigger things, but these can be small things that you felt that are misaligned in your life. And obviously this is a general reading, so everybody will have a different area in their life where they want change. So for this week we can work on identifying these beliefs that we're no longer holding and find the reason why we changed. And if that was a good enough reason, we can be like, okay, I made that decision because of so and so, and reassure yourself that you're at the place and time in your journey where you're holding the right belief. And if it's not, you can change. But how to support this quest, so to speak, finding these questions, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. Which in this context, it could mean legacy and family, because the Ten of Pentacles usually is not just about finding financial security, but it's more about building your legacy. So when you're thinking about your belief systems, you can also think about what do you want to leave as a legacy for the people coming after you. Maybe that helps you identify the areas where you already made those changes, and then you know, that helped you make more of who you are. Because, you know, the more authentic you are to yourself, at least, the more well-rounded, more happier you can be, because you can find that stable core. So think about, you know, if you don't know how to think about this question, like what sort of a belief system you're supposed to think about, think your life through in a lens of someone coming after you. What would you want them to know you for? You know, what is the legacy that you want to leave behind? Because those things, that legacy will connect you to your values and core beliefs. At least I think so. And what not to do is, we have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, don't allow your mind to just, you know, deep dive into your fears and self-doubt, and just be like, oh, I have so much that I need to change, or I haven't changed anything important yet, so, you know, I fail and I'm not good enough and stuff like that, because that's just your worries. That's not I'm not saying it's not a real thing. It's just that it's more in your head than what actually really happened, because maybe you have a tendency to see the worst, you know, in everything. So maybe you will be like, but I haven't changed as much as I wanted, and I should change more, and oh my god, my legacy will be not as good as I want it to be. But, you know, we're here, we're doing this little exercise. This is a chance to journal about these things. This is a chance to think through things. It doesn't mean that you have to have a clear answer immediately. It's just something that you can work with for a week if you want to, you know. So don't give in to the temptation of overthinking everything and just going to the negative resolution or solution immediately. And some advice I pulled from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, and we have the Stellar Gateway Activation Infinite Potential Manifestation Vortex. And I'm going to check the guidebook because this is a new deck, but I love that, you know, I love the manifestation. You know, you can change things, you can set clear goals and start working for them, because you have infinite potential as well. You know, we have those options because we're here and we can make changes. And I don't know, is it alphabetical in the guidebook? Probably, hopefully. Let's see. Soul Star, yes, sorry for being slow with this, but okay. Stellar Gateway Activation is the highest of all chakras. Okay. It's an energetic gateway that connects us to the divine matrix. So, you know, we can get downloads and inspired ideas. If you don't believe, you know, the higher power, then it invites you to give ideas that would seem ridiculous at first a chance. We have thought here, and I'm just trying to see if there's anything. So this card is there for a reminder that all things are possible, and that with the right alignment we can draw the powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven upon earth. So it has a very strong magician feel, you know, from tarot, which is a reminder that you have what it takes to make these changes. You know, if you don't like the answer you're giving to what your legacy would be, instead of getting into a place where you're just overpowered by your fears and you're unable to move, try to concentrate on a plan. You know, like, I want to change this because this and this will mean I can change that. You know, come up with a plan and start working with it. Because, you know, you have that power inside of you to change and create a legacy that you want. I really like this. I mean, do let me know how you like these, you know, cards. I don't think you have to like or know even Harry Potter for this to work, because these questions are universal. So Hopefully this was useful, and yeah, do let me know, and see you next week. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Those all help my channel, and see you later. Bye.